Here's a 1936 Chevy rat rod car slash truck that I've got for sale on eBay. I just wanted to get a quick video of this because it sure makes it a lot easier to be able to see what you're buying or not buying, or whatever you want to call it. It has probably about a 1937-38 Plymouth bed on it, and as you can see, this thing was built probably in the late 50s, early 60s, before rat rods even became known as that word, whatever they called them back there. It's still wearing the 1963 Colorado tag. And there's the Plymouth tailgate. Inside the bed, actually the bed on the sides is really good. The floors is a little bit, they had some dirt or something that blew in there and sat for years and years. So it has a little bit of pitting, more than a little bit, kind of a major pitting. And I'll show you a little bit better picture of that in a second. And that's a piece of glass broke off, but you can kind of see it's salvageable. The bed sides are really smooth. The front's not all caved in. What this car needs, it's going to need some of the woodwork, not all. You can see it here. Looks good here. Probably in here it's good, but on the hinge side, down in there, it's going to need some woodwork or some metal fabrication done to it. I was told by one guy that this has a, it's like a deluxe interior on it, dash, gauges and stuff, so forth. Clock I never got to work, I never really messed with it. It's got the Kleenex box, it's got the ashtray, the clock, AM radio, factory, rubber bladed fan, which does work. Gauges seem to all work. The interior, as you can see, is ratty. Underneath there, just basically just an old piece, half the vinyl on the back. Back is basically just cloth and foam, cloth and cotton. Say that correctly. Underneath of it's great. I mean, it's a dry Western car. You can see from just looking at the pictures. But it's a cool car. When I got it, it hadn't ran. It probably, I don't know. I could have ran, maybe not ran in 50 years. I don't know. But I will start it here in a second. I hope this video helps people out a little bit. Like I said, this door is it's kind of a pain in the butt to shut. I don't think you could shut that one from the inside too good at this point with that wood. The door itself is good, it's just that the wood is rotten on it. It's even got a working light that has a switch right there. Very loud horn. I did disconnect the horn because the horn button wants a stick on it. Something with the steering. It's got new water pump, new belt, all new hoses, top, bottom, radiator hoses, heater hoses. It does need a radiator cap, which I got one hopefully on order here. New fuel pump also, and it is running off the tank that's on the vehicle, so that's a plus. It is missing this. That piece is broken, as you can see that side, so it's going to need a new one of those if you want to finish that off right. The car itself, car slash truck, or whatever you want to call it, does have overdrive also. That's another option. And it shows, I don't know, 30-some thousand. Who knows? I don't know if this thing's going to start or not. It's running off some pretty old fuel in the tank. I'll give it a try here. Well, I will get it running here in a second. I'll get my squirt bottle. I think what the problem with some of this is, that battery's probably getting a little bit low. And that old fuel just does not burn as hot as fresh fuel does, because that fuel is old. So that's part of the problem, reason why it's probably not firing up. And I think that battery might be a little bit low right now. The generator does seem to work. Depending on what it goes for, it may or may not have a battery in it. Just to let you know, the battery that I have in it is an Optima, older Optima 6 volt. It is 6 volt system, and there may or may not be a battery in it. It all depends what it goes for. Batteries are so damn expensive today. That's kind of cuts into everything you got. Put this down for a second. Vacuum wiper on the driver's side does work, by the way. And this engine that's in this is a 6-cylinder, and it is a pressurized oil system. It's not the old Splash 216 oil system. So that's a later model engine, probably in the 40s. Let's see if we can get it fired up now. Maybe not. Oh yeah. It's running. You can see the door panel. Ratty. That's running off some pretty old stale gas. You can smell it. Smokes out the tailpipe of that old gas. Shit, it sounds as quiet as my wife's 2011 Chevy pickup. Fired right up with that squirt of gas, so it just takes a little extra hot fire to get it to start. This does have a clean title. It is an assigned number. You can see it right there. From the state of Wyoming. It's a long story. It was this guy's dad's. The guy's dad passed away. Then he never put it in his name. So years went by. Colorado title. The car I got it from Wyoming. The guy dad's passed away, so he never put it in his name. I think he died in like '84. I think he said. So they went to do a VIN inspection when I was going to buy it, and found out they couldn't find the VIN tag. Well, the original VIN tag is there, but he said since they went through all the hassle of going ahead and assigning that number, he just hadn't put it on. There is original VIN tag on there. Doesn't mean anything to the title. It's all legit through the state of Wyoming. It's done by the sheriff's department. They come out and they attach that themselves, sign off on a document. They go to the courthouse, and he got a title just because they couldn't find that VIN number. If they'd looked a little harder, it's right in the middle of the cowl and the firewall, and if they had found it, it would have been right there, and they would have been done. But it took them weeks to get that back from the state. But that's what you're looking at. It's still going to need some work. The brakes do not work. They're pumped. I mean, it's free, but it doesn't build up any pressure at all. So it's going to need, like I said, it does need that radiator cap. It's got a new thermostat in it too. That radiator cap to seal is toast. It's just beyond even holding any pressure. It just lets everything out. It has to have a little bit of pressure, not much, but a little bit. And there's the interior. So that's what you're looking at, and any questions, please email me and I'll be happy to try to answer them, and I can provide you my phone number if you want specifics on what's going on with this and that. So, all right, thank you very much.